Ooh, that's a difficult question. Hi, I'm Seppe Smits. I'm 29 years old. Come from Belgium, and I'm a professional snowboarder. When I was young, I used to like trying all kinds of different sports. I didn't like sitting inside of the house too much. I always like to do outdoor sports. I did basketball. I went swimming, did gymnastics, cycling, breakdancing, skiing, and then yeah. So on a yearly holiday to the mountains with my parents, when I went skiing, we started noticing that there were more and more snowboarders appearing on the slopes. So I figured, why not give snowboarding a try as well? So when I was 9 years old, I tried snowboarding for the first time, and I immediately fell in love with it. It was different than any other sport I've ever tried. Like all the other sports, I like doing it, but in snowboarding, I just had a totally different feeling. I just felt like I wanted to progress and learn new stuff and start. I just wanted to start doing jumps as well. So it was the first sport where I ever had that feeling, as I've had with snowboarding. So it's a magical feeling for me. Uh, for me, I'd say one of my biggest results must have been becoming world champion twice in slopestyle snowboarding. The first time I was, I believe, 21 years old, and I actually didn't really realize what I had just done. I didn't. For me, it was just like I was having so much fun with snowboarding. I was doing a lot of contests at that time, and for me, world championships didn't feel that much different than doing like a normal World Cup or doing like another kind of contest. So I was happy that I won a competition, but I wasn't like, oh, I'm the world champion. But then snowboarding became a bit more serious throughout my career, and also the media in Belgium started becoming a lot more aware of the impact that snowboarding has, and they started following me at all my contests, writing about every result that I got. So then 6 years later, when I was 27 years old, I became world champion again. And then when I got that result, I actually realized what kind of impact that would have on my life, and the whole rush of media that would flow over me after the result. I was like, okay, so this is gonna be big right now. So for me, that's like one of my biggest moments in my career was becoming, I'd say the second time becoming world champion in 2017 was probably the biggest result of my whole career. It was definitely a tough day for me. I went down pretty hard in practice in the morning. Then on my first run, I made a little mistake on that first rail, which was very frustrating. I was a bit angry at myself. Then I went back up, tried to get all my mind straight again. My coach helped me out a little bit, and then just went for the second run, and I landed all four jumps again. And then I went into the rails like so concentrated, and I was just, as soon as I landed that one, I was like, okay, get that last rail. I was like so focused at that point, and once I put it down, it's like crazy relief, so much pressure that fell off my shoulders, and just a great feeling of happiness. And then when I got the points and the result, I was like, it was crazy feeling for sure. Yeah, it's crazy that there's 6 years in between these two world champion results. But I don't know. I learned a bunch of tricks, of course, during these past couple of years, and I think I just got a bit more solid, even a bit cleaner on everything, and especially on the rails I progressed quite a bit as well. I gotta say, it was insane level of riding today. I was very surprised. The first run, everyone's just landing heavy runs, but ended up trying to stick to the strategy, try to keep it clean, be creative, get a good flow in it, and the judges seem to appreciate it. I've been working together with the same coach for 13 or 14 years now in snowboarding. and for me, he's actually more a friend to me now than he is actually a coach. He feels exactly how I feel in snowboarding, or he can sense how I feel. He knows when it's the right time to push me. He knows how to put me at ease. And I think those are the benefits of having a good coach. It's like whenever you're at a contest and you're a bit stressed out or something at the start gate, he knows how to calm you down, put your mind straight, and help you to just relax and stay concentrated. And during a training session, sometimes when you're not feeling perfectly confident about yourself, sometimes he can just make me laugh and we just think about other things, and then all of a sudden the feeling can just just snap on, and then I can start trying some new tricks. But otherwise, he's just there to support me all the time, and he puts me at ease and makes me feel comfortable when I'm snowboarding. So I think those are the most important things for a coach to me. I think actually in snowboarding, the biggest challenge is the mental challenge, because it's an extreme sport. You're kind of putting your life on the line, I would say, a bit. So you have to really like the sport to be willing to take all of those risks. And I think so mentally you gotta be very prepared to learn a new trick. Like physically, I can be as well prepared as I can, like have strong muscles, have a good physique and stuff. But when you're trying a new trick, it actually comes down mentally to being ready to try the new trick. You have to be able to actually play it inside of your head before you try it for the first time. So you're actually ready for what you're going to experience in the air when you're doing like 3 flips and stuff. It's like you can get disorientated really easily. So you gotta really focus on what you're going to feel and what you're going to see when you're turning and flipping in the air. So you have to be ready for any kind of situation. Also, if something goes wrong in the air, you got to try and save yourself the best way possible, because like there's a big difference between landing on your feet and then falling, or landing straight on your back or on your head. So if you're well prepared mentally and you know what the feeling's going to be in the air, you're usually going to have a better way out when something goes wrong than when you're just gonna go full kamikaze mode and just try something out of the blue. So I think the mental game in snowboarding is really important. It's like as well on training or at contests. Most people who do contests at my level, everyone pretty much has the same level and has the same tricks and can get a podium result, but it just comes down to the mental game on that day itself. Who's ready to do the contest and who's gonna put it down when it counts. I've always tried to be a very positive person in life in general. Don't try and think too much about the past. Try to work towards the future. So every time I have a bad result, you gotta reflect on it a little bit, but then you gotta look ahead to the next contest and see how you can implement those mistakes you've made during that last contest and see how you can improve on yourself for the next one. And same when you get injured, you can't change it anymore. You can't turn back time and take back the injury. So you might as well just fight to get back as strong as possible and as quickly as possible. So by the time you get back on your snowboards and you start training again, that your body is physically as strong as it can be. And I, like, even now that I'm injured, I've broken my leg a couple of weeks ago, and every day, like, I've had a couple of nights where I'm already dreaming about snowboarding and fantasizing about new tricks that I want to try when I get back on snow. And it never ends. So I think you just have to look ahead and try to stay positive. Every day is a new challenge in life. So you gotta try and take sometimes baby steps and try to challenge yourself. Even with an injury right now, I'm walking on crutches, so I can't do much, but every day is a new challenge. I try to get a bit stronger in my leg, try to have a bit more flexibility and stuff. So it's actually, I'm enjoying this process as well. Between Europe and America, we sometimes joke that everyone has like big cars in America, everything's bigger in America. And I feel like in Europe, for example, we mostly, if we go backcountry snowboarding, we mostly hike to the peaks that we want to go, or we walk there. And in the US, a lot of people, they go heli skiing, or they take their sleds out to go snowboarding or skiing. So I think that's one of the differences. And also, the mountains are very different in Europe. For example, in the Alps, they're way more pointy, and the slopes are steeper. And also, we don't have cops on the slopes. It's a funny thing. Like the first time I went to Colorado, there's like slow signs all over the slope, and there's actually ski patrol that stops you and can give you a ticket, or can take away your lift ticket. And that does not exist in Europe at all. You just go as fast as you want, and you just jump everywhere you want. So I think there's a bit more freedom in Europe when you're snowboarding. Well, I think as long as you love doing something and you really have fun doing something, you're gonna do it well. I think that's the most important part in life. Is you gotta, if you like doing something, you're gonna want to take the sacrifices you have to that go along with it as well. So like in snowboarding, for example, for me, I love doing it so much, but I don't like doing all the training, the physical trainings outside of snowboarding. I don't like having to talk to the media when I have a bad result. So like all the bad sides of snowboarding, I don't like doing those, but I'll gladly take those with me if it means that I can keep snowboarding for a longer time. So I think as long as you have fun doing something, and there's more fun things than bad things about it, you're gonna be doing it you're gonna be good at doing that. So my name is Seppe Smits. I'm a professional snowboarder from Belgium.